There is no more picturesque stadium in all of sports than the Rose Bowl. It's the Kent State Golden Flashes and the UCLA Bruins. Reese Davis, David Pollack, Jesse Palmer here in the booth. Holly Rowe is down on the sidelines, and we check in with her right now.
Guys, the Golden Flashes head coach told me before the game he is concerned going to an environment like this, one of the best crowds in all of college football. They make it loud and frenetic. He has talked to his quarterback and his center about having a high level of communication here on the road. Back to you.
Thanks, Holly. Looking forward to see how this one goes. Tackled and brought down at the 16-yard line after the return. The Bruins offense will go on the attack first. And when these two guys are in sync the way they were a week ago, just a nightmare. It's a performance they hope they can repeat this week, Jesse.
And I think a big key in that last game was they linked up a couple times early, had some big plays. And then after that, David, it didn't seem like the quarterback was looking anywhere else. They're going to try and establish that connection and that rhythm early in this one.
And defensively,
there he goes. Now they've got a little room to work with. They're out to the 28 with a first down.
and man, you don't have to be a great play caller to give that guy the football, right? Like, feature him. The offense goes through him. You've got to love this running back, and he just finds a way to make those chunk plays like he just did, setting the tone. And Palmer, sometimes the defense, they need to see you for a second so they realize how fast, how powerful, how good you are.
Yeah, and the defense said all the right things leading up to this game. We're focused on stopping the run. We want to be the more physical team. We're going to make them one-dimensional. Well, you just got to run down your throat early. Everybody has a plan until they get punched in the face. So for this defense now it's time to show up. You got to bow up now and start doing something about it.
These are the types of plays where offenses impose their will. 3rd and short from the 45. Got his man. Still on his feet at the 45. Just gashing this defense. A big gainer to the 40-yard line. We knew coming in that they wanted to push the ball down the field, and they waste no time getting at it.
And I love that, man. I love being aggressive early, setting a tone, sending a message to my team. Listen, we're going to attack down the field. You better be ready for it. This offense comes out, gets the big completion way down the middle of the field.
Nowhere to go on that one. It'll bring up 2nd and 10.
That's a really good stop by the defense. Jesse, they need a few more. You've given up a bunch of yards on this drive and a bunch of plays, but all that matters is keeping them off the scoreboard.
Yeah, it's that bend, don't break mentality you're seeing right now, and this is the point where this defense has just got to lock in.
Tight end getting vertical. He's all the way down to the 27-yard line, and they are threatening.
Really nice looking pass. When I think back to the history of UCLA quarterbacks, I think about guys carving up defenses in the Rose Bowl in the perfect weather conditions with the gorgeous San Gabriel Mountains as a backdrop. And this guy right here, man, he's lighting defenses up. This
unleashes one deep. He caught it, and he will score. Touchdown, Bruins. Well, that couldn't have gone any better.
It's so great for an offense to come out right out of the gate and score a touchdown on your opening drive. It just helps the offense establish that rhythm that is so important. It'll be interesting now to see how this offense does the remainder of this contest.
They get set for the point after as we have the first score of the game. And the extra point is good, and it's 7-0. An 84-yard drive there. And they cap things off with a scoring toss from 27 yards out. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. So Kent State's offense will now get its first chance with the football. And this sophomore wide receiver is a playmaker. He's gritty, great attention to detail, solid hands. He'll have to be accounted for in this passing attack.
And man, this guy is fun to watch. You do not want to take a bathroom break. Sit in your seat when this offense has the ball, because at any point in time, this receiver can make the unbelievable highlight catch, David. His catch radius is as good as there is in all of college football. He has an unbelievable ability to just reel it in. We just expect it to happen today.
It's just a knack, and it's almost like every weekend you're going through social media, like, where's the clip, right? Like, because he just makes these clips that most humans don't make, whether it's one hand, whether it's two hand, whether he's guarded or not. Like, he just has this unbelievable knack of playmaking, and we will see it today at some point in the ball game.
And the pass is incomplete, jarred loose by the hit.
I love the quick decision the QB made there on that RPO, knowing he wanted to get it out of his hands fast. He just needs to make a more accurate throw moving forward.
The Golden Flashes come to the line needing just inches for the first down. He'll try to get to the marker himself. How about that pursuit? They stop him right at the line of scrimmage, bringing up fourth down. And the Golden Flashes will call on their punt team. He'll try to really get into this one. And that is how a punter helps out his defense, pinning them deep in their own territory. UCLA will go back to work on offense. Already a solid start to this one, now back to work with this 7-0 lead. Keeping it on the ground inside, it's Knight. He'll slither through and pick up 3 and get it out to the 10-yard line.
And those body blows really, really matter. Like, I want to be able to hand the ball off to my running back 10, 15 times a game. Make the defense tackle them, wear them out. Sometimes these 3 to 4 yard runs, later in football games, they turn into 5 to 15 to 20-yard gains just because of the body blow effect.
Really nice throw there. I'll tell you, UCLA, they've got an impressive history book of quarterbacks, going all the way back to Rick Neuheisel. Troy Aikman is a name people will recognize. Caden McNown back in my day. And then recently, DTR was carving up defenses too, throwing it. Got to be able to make good decisions.
Makes the grab in their space. And he was loose and out the gate and doesn't go down until he gets to the 48-yard line.
As a head coach, you love to see your quarterback locked in early in games. And in the first drive, leads the offense down to a touchdown, throws a TD pass, and here he is again, making a really good decision and a very accurate throw to pick up.
Here's a little room there. They are on the move down to the 32, and they pick up another first down.
Wow. 4 plays on this drive by the offense. They already got 3 first downs. We knew they had a lot of playmakers coming into this game, and they're showing that.
Breaks into the open. They get him corralled, but he carries it all the way down to the 7-yard line. And after that run, there is a player still down on the field. Trainers are out there having a look at this freshman defensive tackle to see if he is going to be able to continue. After coming up with back-to-back explosive plays, here they are, first and goal. They'll run it. It's Knight. Tough to run it this deep in the red zone, and he found nothing at all that time. Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. He'll run it up the middle, trying to pick his way to the end zone. He pushes his way down to the 4 as they get closer and closer.
Never getting stopped on that 2nd down. Don't be surprised if the offense hands it off to him again here at the goal line on 3rd.
Iamaleava from the gun on 3rd down. And that one's going to be over everybody's head and incomplete. And if the kicker can put one through, this will be a successful drive. Absolutely center cut. And that will extend their lead even further.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The Golden Flashes offense ready to get this drive started. They went 3 and out on their first possession. Now to see if they can be more productive this time around. They'll run the RPO and throw it right. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first.
And that's what I love about this offense. You're not going to get all of your big chunk plays in the passing game by throwing it deep down the field. You can kind of dink and dunk. And on that RPO play, they had it dialed up and set up to go to that player in the right flat. Nice job.
As a defensive guy now, you're always zoomed in on the quarterback. I mean, these guys, whether they're throwing the football or running it, at least they have the football in their hands every time. You know where they're going to be. You focus in. The defense locked and loaded, understand what they were trying to accomplish, doing a good job getting to the quarterback, and then make those physical hits count. Finish those tackles with aggressive hits. Make that quarterback feel you for a whole length of a game.
This could be a pivotal moment in this game as we open the second period and they try to find a way to answer. So they go back to work after the break, and it is third down. Looking to throw for it. And the defense, they've got him at the 27.
And a great job by the defense, dropping in zone coverage, all eyes on the quarterback, taking away the options, and then finally the pass rush gets home, gets him on the ground.
The Golden Flashes send out the punt unit. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. Makes the catch and now looking for just a little bit of daylight. Very little will make a crowd hold its breath like a punt return, and he brought them to their feet on that one. The UCLA offense is back on the field, ready to go to work. And to settle for the chip shot field goal last time, Jesse, they'd love for this one to pay off bigger.
Yeah, it just comes down to execution, too. Did a nice job out in the field, stalled a little bit once they got down to the goal line, so they just need to be a little bit more crisp here, Dylan.
Yeah, and listen, I think the first part was the most important part. You got to put the drive together first to get down there. Now, when we get down there, focus on execution and getting 6 points.
Well, man, I mean, you don't get more wide open than that, right? Big fella running down the field, nobody near him. Quarterback puts it on him. Just got to make the catch.
They're dealing with a second and long. Here's Iamaleava to throw. Caught behind the line. It's Thomas. Good execution. They move the sticks, and they've got it at the 33.
And there you go. You see, you don't have to throw bombs to get big plays in the passing game. Just screen it to your running back. As soon as he catches it, he gets upfield. And how about the downfield blocking by these linemen and the wide receivers as they rip off that explosive play.
And the Bruins getting set on 1st and 10. To throw, it's Iamaleava. Looking to the big tight end. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on 1st down. Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. Running inside, it's Thomas. There's some room. Stop is made at the 22. A 10-yard pickup and a 1st down just outside the red zone. The Bruins kept this drive moving on the ground, now back to work. Iamaleava throws to the wideout. Wideout trying to get it in. They make the stop at the 5-yard line, but they've got it 1st and goal.
And this offense is just so dynamic because they've got playmakers at all the skill positions, right? We just saw a big play in the running game. Now we see one in the passing game. There's not one dude that you can key on here if you're on defense to try and slow them.
Touchdown, UCLA! Nice catch and good work afterwards to get it into the end zone. No step back in week 3. They have been sharp as they extend the lead. Effective offense leading the way here in establishing this lead.
And that's how you draw it up, right? You want to come out, be clicking early, get everything going, way to get all the facets rolling. The defense right now on their heels, they have no answers. The offense doing whatever they want.
They'll try to tack one more on their score. And with the extra point, they now have a 3-possession lead at 17. So that's a 60-yard touchdown drive. And the score comes on a 5-yard touchdown pass. Let's see what he can do with the return. He's out of bounds at his own 15-yard line, looking for running room and couldn't find much on that return. Guys, let's see how it goes this time for the Kent State offense. After giving up that score, now it's incumbent on this offense to kind of get a back and forth going, Jesse, in this game.
They got to put some points on the board here. There's obviously a lot of football to go, so it's not necessarily panic time just yet, but I'm getting the ball into the hands of my best playmakers on this drive.
I hear you, Jesse, but not panic time. Have you seen my defense? I mean, I'm not trusting them to get a lot of stops, so it puts a lot of pressure on this offense.
Now facing a 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Fires downfield. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. He's brought down, stopped right at the 50-yard line.
I know this isn't the start the offense wanted. They don't have any points so far in this game, but sometimes it just takes one explosive play to turn things around. And after that beautiful completion deep for the offense,
there's a crease. Just carving up this defense and getting it down to the 24.
It was so important this offense was able to find a way to get in the rhythm, and the running game is now helping that. 2 straight punts on their previous 2 drives. This drive, though, they're having a little bit more success. Big reason why is this running back. He's been able to find some creases to run through, and it's really helping out this offense.
And quarterback receiver on the same page. Nice job seeing the zone, understanding the drag route concept. Easy pitch, easy catch.
They got 3 on the last pass. Here comes 2nd and 7. Firing to the right, complete. And he motors into the end zone. Touchdown, Golden Flashes.
It's so nice as a quarterback when it's not just your receivers that are dangerous after the catch. How about the yak ability by this tight end? He's a guy that can stretch the field. He can make DBs miss, and he's got speed. He's a generational talent. He's really helping out this offense.
From inside his own 10, he'll try to help out their field position. And he'll be stopped. Return gets it out across the 25, stopped at the 26. Here comes the UCLA offense onto the field to start this drive. Basically everything they've tried has worked, scoring a couple of touchdowns and a field goal on their first 3 possessions. The run inside, it's Thomas. Out to the 36-yard line after gaining 10 on that one. And the Bruins headed quickly to the line.
Defense gives up the pretty big run. They get the first down, and listen, you got to reload quick now because this offense, they got their foot on the accelerator.
Pulls and fires it complete to the right. Finds a little bit of room and finally wrestled out of bounds at the 43. The Bruins in a good spot here with 2nd and short. He might want another play. Throwing, Iamaleava. Fires to the big fella. Across the 50-yard line on the huge pickup, and he's out of bounds at the 45.
And nice job getting the ball out of his hands quickly, understanding the big fella's open. And the big fella, I don't mean an offensive lineman anymore. That's what tight ends used to be, is just an extension of the O-line. These guys are now extensions at receiver. They can make big plays, get him the ball, run after the catch.
Well, they want to come out and try to get the run game established, but up front defensively, they made a play. They gave up nothing on that one.
Got to find some breathing room if you're going to establish yourself on the ground, and there wasn't any that time.
Yeah, Reese, I wonder now if this offense is maybe going to try to get to the perimeter of the field and see if they can use their speed to hurt this defense.
They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Thomas. And you can see the offense just feeling itself. They've got it down to the 21. And the Bruins have it with a 1st and 10. Looking for space. It's Thomas. Runs through a tackle. How about that run as he drives it all the way down to the 13-yard line? 2nd down coming up on this red zone opportunity. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. Pulled down at the 11-yard line as they inch closer and closer to pay dirt. The Bruins back to the line on 1st down. Let's see if they keep leaning on this. Maybe a crease. And he goes out of bounds after coming up with positive yardage there.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly, and that's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm.
The terrain gets rough this deep in the red zone. 3rd down, they can't pick up the touchdown. Bruins, and they take it in for 6 more points.
Well, this offense is clicking. They've been doing it all 1st half, running the ball, throwing the ball. They had insult to injury with another touchdown here right before teams go into the tunnel. This defense, guys, they have got to find some answers, and they've got to regroup here at halftime.
Ready to try the point after. And with the extra point, they now have a 3-possession lead at 17. They put together a 74-yard touchdown drive, and they capped it off with a 1-yard plunge. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. So here comes Kent State's offense, ready to get this drive underway. Trailing now by 17, David. This is an opportunity that they need to answer.
And down by 17, it's not panic mode yet.
Trying to get behind the defense. He's got it on the outside. He just brought some serious energy, making that huge play and getting it all the way down to the 23-yard line. Obviously didn't like what he saw on 1st down, and they used a timeout. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. Looking to throw on 1st down. Grabbed over the middle. It's Banks. They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for 1 or 2 more plays. Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. Looking downfield very late in the half. Had to get rid of it quickly. Good job to avoid the negative play and just get rid of that thing.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the 1st half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the 2nd half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half, maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. And it's 3rd down, but they're going to go ahead and try the field goal and try to get points before the break. Good right down the boulevard. Now down 2 touchdowns, 24-10.
And that's a nice end to this 1st half. Put points on the board, create a little bit of momentum. You're still losing, I know. Go into the locker room, talk about some adjustments, and come out with some momentum.
Number 96, set to advance on the football.
He'll bring it out from inside his own 10. They finally make the stop, but that one will make those halftime stats look a little nicer as we head to the break. And we are headed to halftime. Both squads headed into the locker room to make some adjustments. Gives us an opportunity to check in with Kevin Connors in our EA Sports College Football Studio Update.
Men, thanks. A busy day, so let's waste no time and get you updated on Week 3 action around college football. We start with a look at Ohio State taking on the number 15 team, the Penn State Nittany Lions. And it's the Buckeyes getting a banner day from their stars on the road. To pick up victories away from home, that's the mark of a focused team. And it brings them to a sparkling 4-0 on the year. Here now some other games you may have interest in. Social media certainly does. Inside SEC. Now back over to your game inside the historic Rose Bowl. This tight end is enjoying quite the day through 2 quarters. It's amazing how athletic tight ends are now and just how much they're utilized. He's played a starring role in giving them this halftime lead. And with that, let's send it back to the guys in college football heaven, the Rose Bowl.
They're lined up and ready to kick off this second half. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Before we kick off the second half, Holly Rowe, what do you have?
The Golden Flashes head coach told me at the half, the message of his speech was, I've got to get the running back more involved. They trust him. He's been terrific, but they haven't gotten him enough carries. He said, I've got one guy in the booth upstairs who is tracking how many times our running back touches the ball. That is the most essential part of getting back in this game. Get the rock to the guy who can make the biggest difference.
Appreciate that, Holly. Dragged down after working his way, and those feet were pitter-pattering as he picked up 6.
And winning first downs is a priority for a defense, and you can't get bludgeoned. You can't get physically beat at the point of attack. You know the percentages. It's usually pretty good on first down that they're going to run the football. So them getting that big chunk, getting in second and short, not a good job by this defense.
Makes the grab. It's Clark. Makes the stop at the 23-yard line, but it's a pickup of 15, a first down, and this offense is smelling the end zone. And the Golden Flashes come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Looking downfield on first down. Just had to get rid of that one. Good job to avoid the loss.
It's a smart decision by the quarterback, but it's a frustrating one also because you're trailing in this game and you know you've got to hit some of these throws to get back in it. But the defense is doing such a good job in coverage. Nobody's open, so you've got to throw that one away. Smart decision, but it's a tough decision to make.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. Right on the money. They'll make the stop about 3 yards short of the first down. They'll try to cap off this drive with a field goal. After finishing a drive with a field goal earlier, this one will be a 33-yard attempt. He splits the uprights and puts 3 on the board. Now a 2-possession game at 24-13.
And that's not the way they wanted to end the drive, but nice job being ready and your field goal kicker coming through and putting 3 points on the board.
The Bruins offense makes its way onto the field, hoping to get things going here. I know they've put up really good numbers on offense, but, David, they're starting to feel a little game pressure right now.
Exactly. That scoreboard's starting to get a little bit tighter, cutting into that lead. Now, you know every possession matters, Palmer. A little pressure for this offense.
Yeah, and so you can't get tight, right? The best players on this offense now need to step up, and they need to start making plays. You got to identify where those one-on-ones are.
He's close to the first down, but they're going to mark him just a little short.
And a really nice job by the wide receiver. You run a drag route, find space. They're in zone coverage. They're not covering man-to-man. Find a little hole. Look at that QB. Y'all get on the same page. You could tell they were, and that's why they got the first down.
3rd down in the gun, Iamaleava. It's on target and complete. And he fights his way, but they'll stop him just short of the line to gain. It's 4th down.
Well, I know there's a lot of people out there thinking, hey, it's 3rd down, you got to throw to the sticks here, but I like the call getting the drag, you get the catch.
Look at this, guys. The offense appears to be going for it from their own side of the field. Looking for a push on 4th down. Maybe some room here. He's got enough for the first down, and they roll the dice and convert to keep this drive going. in your own territory, if you don't make it, I mean, it invites disaster, but it's 4th and inches. They had to go for it, and they made it.
Well, if I lost a bunch of weight, I'd be skinny, but I didn't. So go for it every single time. I love it.
Here's Iamaleava to throw. Oh, it's picked off, and boy, did this D need that. Bringing it back. Touchdown, Kent State. What momentum you get when the defense comes up with a play like that.
And that is a critical error by the quarterback at a critical juncture of the game, right, David? This thing's already close, and it's the smallest mistake that could make the difference. That pick 6 certainly hurts his team, but there's a lot of football left, a lot of time left. You've got to be resilient as a quarterback. You have to be able to turn the page and get back out and attack with confidence.
You made a mistake. Yeah, exactly right. We got to flush this. We got to move on. Obviously, the crowd goes nuts. The fans are all into it. The other side's energized. Now you got to go get your head together. Go watch the clip, see what happened. What did I do wrong? You got to get out there and go fix it because you still got a chance to win this ball game.
UCLA will go back to work on offense. Well, the good news is they threw a touchdown pass last time. It was just to the wrong team, Jesse.
Well, that's an unfortunate part of the game for quarterbacks, but guess what? They do happen. So you've got to be able to turn the page here and lead this offense.
Well, I think you know this defense is going to be aggressive. They're going to jump routes. They're going to play aggressive. You got to take advantage of that. Maybe use that this time to your advantage.
Running inside. It's Knight. Pushes ahead for 1. It's 2nd and 9.
And these RPOs always put the defense in a bind. But listen, you give up the run, they get a short little gain, no harm, no foul.
Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on 2nd down. Iamaleava on the play action. Under pressure, and down he goes at the 33.
This defense continues to do a great job of not letting a great athlete at quarterback make big plays on them. Great job pursuing him, keeping him in that cage, not letting him get out in the open.
He's looking deep. And that one's incomplete. They weren't just trying to move the chains. They were trying to move the scoreboard. Instead, it's 4th down. And the Bruins will try to pin them back with the punt. First time today we've seen a punter go to work. What a great job on that kick, bouncing it out of bounds inside the 10. The Golden Flash's offense ready to get this drive started. Let's see if this offense can get out of a hole as they start this drive at their own 8. The give out of the gun. Finds some running room. He'll pick up 4 out to the 12.
Man, it's nice when you can depend on your big boys up front to make a lane, and you get 5 or 6 yards. You get 5 or 6 yards a pop. You move the ball down the field easily, and more importantly, can get this defense to be more aggressive, to bring DBs close to the line of scrimmage, and then that might open up some big plays down the field.
3rd and 6 yards to go. Corners showing press. They want to be physical here. Trying to move the sticks on 3rd down through the air. Picked off. A turnover in their own end. Touchdown, Bruins. A pick 6.
And this is exactly what you dream about for a defense. Forcing the big turnover, making the pick, and then putting points on the board yourself. Great play by the defense.
Unit on the field. And the extra point will tack another one onto this lead. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Guys, let's see how it goes this time for the Kent State offense. The big thing now, don't get rattled by that last pick 6, David.
Nah, it was a big mistake. Obviously, the defense took advantage of it, but you got to put it behind you. Jesse, I'm sure you know a thing or two about throwing a pick 6 and how to rebound.
I believe I've only thrown 1 in my life, but yes, I do because of that singular instance. I'll say this. You can't let that play beat you twice. You got to go out, not try to get it all back here in one play. Just execute the offense.
As we head into the fourth quarter, both teams hoping to rely on the running game. Here's how the two backs stack up. Here comes the fourth. Time to see who steps up, who makes the winning plays to take home that W. It'll be second down as we open the final stanza. Makes the grab. It's Clark. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain. Faced with a 3rd and short from their own 32 to keep this drive alive. They'll try to get it through the air. Finds a man in the middle. And he gets the first down, but man, did he get the hit stick laid on his noggin. The Golden Flashes have it with a 1st and 10. Now the play fake. Got it in the middle, it's Taylor. Makes that one pay off, and they finally get him down at the 38. It'll be 1st down.
And no messing around right now if you're on offense. This is the time where execution has got to be at a premium. You need to hit completions, David. They need some big plays.
Yeah, and you just want to keep pressuring them and keep making them use the clock, give them the underneath stuff. And again, when they drive the football down the field, I just can't give up touchdowns. Field goal at this point is not going to hurt my defense.
Backed up now, here's 2nd and long. Back to pass. Throws to the tight end. Soft spot in the middle. Ripping off a good chunk inside the 25, and they're the 1st down. And the Golden Flashes, after moving the stick through the come to the line. Run inside. It's King. Defense right there to stop him in his tracks, and they get nothing on that play.
Stopping the run is very high on every defensive coordinator's list. Making the team one-dimensional. Nice job.
Here's a heat. Got away from trouble and got rid of it. Punch it out of the air. They're able to keep him out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 2 after the big play in the passing game.
Well, you got to think here offensively that you may have 2 more possessions in this game. You can still win, but you've got to be aggressive. You've got to start taking shots vertically down the field, throwing to your best players.
The Golden Flashes will try to punch it in on 1st and goal. Run in the red zone. It's King. This time he doesn't get loose, and finally the defense gets him bottled up behind the line. After getting nothing done on 1st down, 2nd and goal from the 6. Looking to fire. Relentless, tough running gets it down to the 4. A huge chance for points here on 3rd and goal, and if they can get it in, we might have ourselves a finish. Rushes on him. Big fella moving. Touchdown, Golden Flashes. A Lazarus-like comeback is underway. Well, how about that? And after that touchdown, we might have a finish after all, Jesse.
I love it, Reese, and this team is not quitting. Yeah, they're down on the scoreboard right now, but they are clawing and they are scratching their way back in this game. They're going to keep going hard until this clock reads all zeros.
31, Penn State, 26.
And as the ball makes its way into the end zone, it'll be a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. The UCLA offense is back on the field, ready to go to work. That last score the defense allowed made it a 1-possession game, and there is turning it on. That one could really put this drive into high gear as they have a 1st down at the 37.
And I think if you're the head coach, defensively now, obviously, you've got 3 timeouts.
They've got a 1st down here. What a start it's been to this season. We've got a great game here. Close ball game, 4th quarter. Couldn't ask for anything more. Picks up the 1st down. That's why a good running game is a coach's and quarterback's best friend when you're trying to put the lid on the game.
Man, it's so nice to have a guy that you can depend on. Like, this offense is built around him for a reason. Just a good running back. You can see, gets north-south, doesn't dance, picks up positive yards, breaks tackles. He's just a really good player.
Got a little grass. Make the stop at the 40, but it's a 10-yard gain and a fresh set of downs. The defense uses a timeout. That's their first. They still have a couple of timeouts to work with in this final quarter. The offense lines up at the 40. They've got a first down. Slithers into space. There he goes. Perhaps a touchdown-saving tackle at the 17. Really nice job to move the ball on the ground like that in the big game, but we will need to check on an injured player. Looks as if it's the junior linebacker who's still down on the play, and Holly Rowe will keep us up to date on his condition. The Bruins just got that huge run. They love another explosive play. They'll keep it on the ground. They want this clock to move. He'll be stopped just short of the end zone, but they'll have it first and goal. So they'll use a timeout here. One more remaining, and of course the 2-minute stoppage coming up as well.
That's got to be demoralizing if you're the defense. You're trailing. You need to get the ball back. You got to get off the field, but you can't stop the run when they're going between the tackles. This defense is going to have to get a lot more.
Touchdown, UCLA! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. They push the lead out here in the fourth quarter and close to getting back on track and going 2-1.
Have yourself a day, young fella. You know why they handed him the ball a lot? Because he did that. That's his 4th trip to pay dirt. This dude has shown you a little bit of everything. What a great back. And 4 touchdowns on the day.
And with the extra point, the lead is a dozen here in the fourth. So that was a 6-play, 75-yard drive. And it was closed out by the short yardage touchdown. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. So here comes Kent State's offense, ready to get this drive underway. They're going to open this drive with a pass. Outside the pocket, lets it go. And he was looking over the middle and couldn't make the connection. Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. Misfired on the last play. They'll go back to the air. A little screen to the running back. And he never had a chance. As soon as he caught it, the defense was right there. And the Golden Flashes racing to the line in the hurry-up. On 3rd and long, he'll need to loosen up that arm. He's taking a deep shot late in the game. He stopped right at the 50-yard line, but they'll move the chains. It's first down. The Golden Flashes come to the line with a new set of downs. Looking to throw on first down. Oh, they're after him. Nowhere to go, and the ball is loose. Defense picks it up. He managed a few yards on that return, but the bigger play was the fact that they forced the turnover.
Man, that's crippling because offensively you had to do something with the football, make a play. You fumble the ball, put it on the turf. Defense recovers. With this deficit, ball game over.
Somehow fits it into that traffic. Wanting to stop the clock on defense, they use their 3rd and final timeout. They'll get together to decide how to play this 2nd down.
And that's a really good play by this defense because you want to run a screen offensively when they're blitzing. When they bring pressure, you can throw it right over the top, get it to them, get some space, but they stayed home just enough there to make the play and get the tackle for a loss.
And the defense drags him down. Coming to the line, looking for that first down on 3rd and short from the 29. Iamaliava makes the catch. Might have a chance. They'll make the stop, but that first down ought to ice it. They should be able to kneel this one out. here in week 3. These guys are starting to separate themselves a little bit now, and it could get ugly if there's no answer coming up.
Nail, meat, coffin. You know, we're supposed to keep everybody involved in this game, right? Keep them excited, reason to tune in. Well, I don't got one. This is over.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And he makes the extra point. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And the capper on that drive, the 10-yard touchdown run. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The Golden Flashes offense ready to get this drive started. This offense has pretty much been stuck in the mud the entire game. It's been a frustrating performance, Jesse.
Yeah, and listen, you can't be hanging your head just yet. This game's not over. This coaching staff is still evaluating their players. So if you're on the field right now, you've got to finish this game. You've got to try to prove something to them.
Well, the game is over, to be clear. They're not coming back. But I hear what you're saying. Keep fighting. Keep showing your coaches it matters. And maybe find something positive here late that you can build on for the weeks to come.
This defense has just been all over this guy all game long. Under pressure, they're finding a way to get to him and affect his rhythm. Of course, they have an interception in this game. That's why they've got a big lead here in the 4th quarter. This guy has never gotten into a rhythm.
Bring in the heat. Didn't have much of a choice there, but to get rid of it.
And I'm just not sure where to put the blame. And I know they're going to lose this football game. They've struggled, and he's been sacked. I know he's turned it over and thrown an interception, but they haven't been in sync, and nobody's played really great, and they've got to find an identity on this offense moving forward.
Pocket breaking down. Oh, and he took a shot as he threw that one away.
And this is a tough time for this offense because you're in passing mode. You're in comeback mode, and what is that? The defense knows that. Like, they're pinning their ears back. They're coming after the quarterback, and you've already struggled.
And guys, hold that thought just a second, because here comes the 4th down play. If they don't get it here, this one is probably over. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. Fires to the wideout. A strike downfield. He's brought down, but not before he picks up the 1st down on a gutsy call to keep this drive alive.
You know, as the head coach of this team, this is one positive you're going to take away from this game, is that your players don't quit, and they're still willing to fight. There's obviously a lot of things they've got to iron out offensively, and we've seen that today. But I do love the grit they're showing here late, still trying to make plays.
So now it's 2nd and long. DBs will try to keep everything in front. Under fire. Unleashes one. And it's incomplete after taking a shot on 2nd down. They're staring at 3rd. Trying to pick up a 1st down. On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. Pressure coming. And this is going to be incomplete on 3rd down.
And it's going to be difficult for this offense, man. Just where are they going to find the plays? You can tell the defense sitting back. They're playing nickel. They're playing dime. So you need some receivers.
Now, wait just a second here. I don't see the kicker coming out. I think they're going to go for it here. They're throwing for it on 4th down. Takes a shot as he lets it go. Oh, he dropped it. He just lost his concentration and didn't look it all the way in. They spun that wheel of fortune on 4th down and come up bankrupt. And with things in their favor on the scoreboard, the quarterback's favorite play in the playbook, the old kneel down from victory formation. Guys, this is a really good win for this ball club as they put together consecutive victories.
And this season, that's what you got to do. You got to put together good weeks, build on each other, build that momentum, continue to grow as the season goes on.
Yeah, David, it's all about building confidence, and it's really important for these players to go out, work hard in practice, and see that hard work really pay itself off on game day. This is a team that's really starting to believe in itself.
This has been a presentation of EA Sports College Football. For David Pollack, Jesse Palmer, and Holly Rowe, I'm Reese Davis, saying goodbye, everybody.